I don't want to hear nonsense, crappy, generic structures here that you could apply to any case. Use the toothpaste test. If you could use your structure on a toothpaste company, it's too dang generic. So I'm looking for hyper-specific data points that really pinpoint your knowledge of industries and business problems and don't leave anything to chance. A lot of people risk hedge, and that's the bad plan for the final round because I can sniff it a mile away and I know you're going to mail it in and ChatGPT everything when you're on the job too. One of the greatest honors in the world is to be invited back for a second round for a consulting firm, but it's almost like getting into the final rounds of the Olympics. I mean, it's amazing, but you can't walk home and say, I got into the final rounds. The medal is what matters. Here, the offer is at stake. So I'm here excited in this video to talk about what you can do to prepare for that second round interview once you've got that invite in hand. I'm Rae Le Roux, and I'm excited to walk you through a ton of secrets for breaking into consulting, what it's really like on the inside and how much fun it can be. But I'm also going to ask you right now to subscribe to this channel because we put out incredible content on a daily basis that will keep you not just deep diving into exactly what you need to do, but also day-to-day informed about what you need to be doing when. So make sure you subscribe so you can get alerts and pay attention to what's going on in the channel. But let's dive in to talk about the second round interviews because we have a lot of people that are writing us right now talking about second round interviews. It is such an exciting time. They come all year round because the firms are never stopping hiring, but they certainly come in spurts at certain times of the year. And so to anybody who has a second round interview, congrats. You know what? What they told you is that you can do the job. So preparing for the second round interview is a lot less about the case interview and a lot more about the fit interview. But what I love about this in particular is that it is not just about one or the other. And a lot of people that fail in the final round, I think, don't get this in the picture. So here's what you need to do for the case interview, and then I'll talk about what you need to do for the fit interview. For the case interview for the final round, you need to do a broad range of business problems, especially advanced or expert cases. And you can use our case library to find the hardest cases you possibly could that have more than one math problem that build on one another, as well as specifically exhibits or charts. You will likely have a visual in your final round. You will likely have more than one math problem that builds on one another because they're not just trying to say you could do the case, therefore you could do the job. They're trying to differentiate between everybody who could do the case, who can do them better. So they have to ramp it up a little bit in terms of challenge. Most of these have two business problems. For example, a market share and a profit problem wrapped into one. You have to figure out common denominators and metrics of success right at the very beginning. Otherwise, it's easy to get lost or to ask really stupid questions like, can we abandon profitability in order to go after market share? Don't do that. Make sure you understand how to weave those together in the more complicated cases. In addition, you need to just revisit some of your structuring. I don't want to hear nonsense, crappy, generic structures here that you could apply to any case. Use the toothpaste test. If you could use your structure on a toothpaste company, it's too dang generic. So I'm looking for hyper-specific data points that really pinpoint your knowledge of industries and business problems and don't leave anything to chance. A lot of people risk hedge, and that's the bad plan for the final round because I can sniff it a mile away and I know you're going to mail it in and ChatGPT everything when you're on the job too. So think through the problem, tailor the problem specifically, come up with very dedicated structures. And I would recommend around 10 total cases between round one and round two out loud with a partner. I would recommend that you potentially select the cases or even tell them what kind of cases specifically you're looking for. Like, I want an advanced automotive case, or I'm looking for a advanced case here. I don't care that the element of surprise is missing. I want you to cover the bases. I don't want you to do too many because I don't want you to get robotic. And I also don't want you to lose sight on the fact that the case, while important and moving up one level in the case, is what got you to where you are so far. That's not what's going to get you to where you need to go. So the second piece is to make sure that you tie down the fit interview into a magical experience. How do you do that? Well, these people that you're interviewing with are smart and they are quick thinkers and they do not want to hear long-winded answers. And so while you could probably answer any question that they throw your way, they want the precise executive-ready version. And so y'all need to practice your stories. Here's what that doesn't mean: memorize your stories. I don't want memorized stories. I'm going to blow through them and I'm going to start asking you dumb, weird questions. Like, what is the weirdest experience that you had in an airplane? That you didn't prepare for that. Don't prepare for that now. It's not going to come in every interview interview, I only ask those kind of questions of people that I can tell prepared a script. I want unscripted but well-told stories. And part of what you practice when you're telling stories is how to tell that story. Part of what you practice is how to tell any story. So CAR stories, CAR, context, action, results told in 1 minute, timed, so that you prep for that and you're working on culling out these crazy long-winded explanations of your stories, making them more data-driven, more perfunctory, stronger. That's going to really go a long way. Especially if you have a McKinsey interview, you also need to prep for the PEI, the personal experience interview. Yes, it is like a legal interrogation. Yes, it is a deep dive into stories. Yes, you can still prepare in much the same way by preparing 1 minute answers to multiple stories, but you also need to deep dive on 1 to 2 of your stories. And ideally, you'll have some experience with somebody from McKinsey to prep that specifically. So in sum, these are the things that you need to do to get ready between round 1 and round 2. Up to 10 cases, big survey, advanced cases that really combine business problems and cross industries, as well as fit interview preparation, so that when you walk in, you actually throw out the playbook, you have a blast, you smile at your interviewer, you tell them that you are thrilled and want this job super badly, and you show them that as well inside the interview. If you're able to do that and you're able to prep, the last thing that I recommend is going for a run or grabbing a beer or doing something to de-stress the night before, because there is no amount of information that you could ever accumulate that will prepare you fully for these interviews. So walking in well rested with a great mindset will help you a lot. Have a blast. It is an honor to prepare for these interviews. Getting the offer is super close for you. And if you haven't gotten prep and you do want some support, of course, please reach out to us and let us know. If you've got a second round interview and I didn't answer your question in this video, drop us a comment. We will reply. We would love to help you. Cheers to you. Excited. And when you get the offer, we'd also love to know about that as well. Thanks, y'all, and good luck.